the mic back up, and we'll transition back into. Okay, we're back.
Oh, and we are back.
We are back. Sorry about that.
Thank you for being back.
My internet sucks, I guess. So we just finished up Fantastical Weapons,
Yeah.
and what Darren and I were talking about this. I had this thought about Fantastical Weapons and their users, or what you were talking about, like He-Man and his sword and whatever. And so what I thought about would be is do they suck without it?
Right.
Is the idea. So the idea that I was thinking was that all these different guys have their, Green Lantern's got his ring and Thor's got his hammer and whatever. If you took
Thundar the Barbarian's got his lightning sword. Yeah,
his
yeah,
thunder
they all
sword,
have weapons.
Right.
Yeah.
So I took 5 of them, and then I thought we could decide whether or not they suck or not.
Dude, look at that, man. There's fucking Lionel's sword. There's the Green Lantern, the Ring of Oa, right?
Yeah. So, oh no, it was yes. Is that what that is? The Ring of Oa? I thought it's just the
Isn't
power
it?
ring. So Green Lantern is an interesting one because, I mean, he does kind of suck without the ring, right? I mean, the Green Lantern Corps is cool. So, I mean, do you think he's just full on suck, or?
Yeah, I think hands down he is very, very mediocre as a person without the ring.
Yeah, he's just not a very interesting character. So I'm gonna put him over here. So this is Lion-O and the Sword of Omen, right? And I think part of the Thundercats in general is about, him being a teenager and trying to come more alive or trying to become a better, hero or something like that. But he's still pretty cool. Like, he does okay without his sword,
He does, and that's largely because he has that little mitt. He has that little cat mitt.
Is that his? That's not.
Yeah.
That's like a mechanical.
He's always putting the sword in that. He's always popping the sword in his little cat.
That's true, and he can shoot little.
That's right.
Little claws on there. So maybe he sort of sucks a little bit, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't like fully suck, right? So the
he's sort of No, I like where you got him. That makes sense.
So He-Man is got this sword, but is it Prince Adam? He just doesn't have anything without the sword.
Well, see, I think it's you've really hit on something interesting there, Nye. And I hate to stop you while you're plowing through, but who are we talking about? It's like, does he have his sword? Does he say the thing and he becomes He-Man and then he loses the sword? Because he's done that.
Yeah, but he says,
he's still super strong.
He says, "I have the power," right? And then he becomes He-Man. Do you think he has the power without his sword, though? Is the sword, or is it him, or Castle Grayskull?
I think it's the sword's a battery, and so he takes some of the power, and then he gets super strong. So if he's already transformed into He-Man, is my point.
Yeah.
Yes, he does not suck, but if he's Prince Adam, I think that the Filmation would have us believe that he does suck.
Yeah. All right. Let's put him down here then. He's not as bad as Green Lantern, but
yeah, he's a little bit better than not sucking.
But I will say if we put Battle Cat in here, Battle Cat totally sucks without the power.
Well, right. That's a whole different variable because the sword also has the power to make a cat a very big cat.
Right. So then this is the Master Sword from the Legend of Zelda.
The Sword of Hyrule. Is that right?
I thought it was the Master Sword. I don't know. I did an internet search.
You're probably right. Your Zelda stuff is way more on point.
I don't think so. I'm not really up on my Zelda. But anyways, I was thinking about this. Is he's got all these fantastical weapons, but Link doesn't really. He's still pretty badass.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he is pretty badass. He has lots of stuff. He has a flute that he can fly around the whole.
But so he kind of not sucks, pretty much. But he's, I don't know, Link doesn't need a fantastical weapon.
But if Link is fully rested, his sword becomes ultimately powerful. Right. So he can kind of suck with the weapon on him. If he takes half a hit, you can't shoot the sword anymore.
I mean, we were talking about this, and then you were talking about the hearts as well. If he has full
hearts.
What I
mean. If he has full hearts.
Okay.
But if he takes even one half a heart off,
Yeah.
he can't shoot the sword anymore. It's from the first Zelda.
So if more than 3 hearts, he doesn't suck, but if he's less, like hearts go down towards sucking.
I feel like more work needs to be done here to really actually get him where he is. But yeah, I think this is a good.
It's a good broad stroke. Like if you're gonna like study how much does Link suck.
He's got a slider of suck.
Of suck. And the last one I did, and partly is because of the movie that just came out, is Thor. And
have you seen that yet?
I have, dude. I haven't seen a movie in like months. I mean, you you could get out of the house. I can't.
I love to ask people though.
Yeah,
because if you ask your single friends, you're just like, "Have you seen it?" And they're like, "Yeah, 3 times. I've seen everything 3 times." And you're like, "What's that like?"
Yeah, I went on Thursday night, Friday night, and Sunday afternoon.
It's like the movie people know who you are. You walk in and you're like, "Hey, it's Dave or whoever." Yeah.
Okay, so I kind of think that Thor is still badass even without Mjolnir, but like he's like super awesome with Mjolnir, so maybe he kind of sucks in terms of Asgard level without it.
Yeah, well, I think he gets knocked down a peg without the hammer. I mean, it's Uru forged metal.
So like maybe he's not complete suck, but he's sort of like that.
He's like what, like Liam Hemsworth?
Liam Hemsworth.
He gets pulled back a Hemsworth. That's actually nothing on Liam Hemsworth. He's a fine actor as well.
Yes.
But wasn't that the legend of that role? Is that it was up between the two of them?
Oh, I didn't know that. Is that true?
That's some sort of thing that's people talk about it.
Well, here on Very Dad Ideas, everything is well researched and completely accurate.
Very intricately researched. I have a lot of notes on Harrison Ford's weapons.
Right. Okay. So do you just want to do a full episode on Harrison Ford? Is that like we just keep coming back to?
I feel like I am going to do it anyway. I'm making the show in all of the shows.
Okay, so a quick sum up of do they suck or not? Green Lantern definitely sucks. Lion-O.
Green Lantern sucks out loud. Lion-O.
Not so much, but he's kind of in the middle. The Sword of Omens, he doesn't really need it. He's still a strong character without it. He-Man, I think, is predicated on the fact that he has the power from Castle Grayskull.
So the sword is pretty integral to that.
We are very optimistic about Link if he has all of his hearts.
I think Link has a really good potential.
Right. And then Thor's somewhere in the mediocre range. Of course, Mjolnir really keeps it big, but like that's how it breaks.
Well, I mean, even off graphic, let's just go through a few more. Like Thundar, right? His electric sword. Ooh. He absolutely sucks without that thing.
We're back.
Then you got Panthro.
Yeah. Wait, let's go on to Thundar. Thundar is pretty. Well, let's not do the rest of the Thundercats. Let's talk about the hero guys and their fantastical weapons. But
Voltron is fine without his.
I'm going to argue. I'm going to stop you right here because now you're going into technical weapons, not fantastical weapons. So you can't put Iron Man on there because that's a technical weapon, not a fantastical weapon. But
Voltron is a fantastical weapon.
Is it? Is it magic robot dogs?
If you have Peter Cullen talking you in on Voltron,
it's fantastical.
And everything after that is fantastic.
Okay. But Thundar, I would also say, is technical. Like his Thundar sword is kind of like a lightsaber ripoff. It's not really magic.
Don't you remember the episode where you had to go get it recharged?
Oh, it had to be like some sort of magic crystal? I didn't see that.
Or just like Dungeons and Dragons. You remember that fucking cartoon?
I remember that cartoon, yes, of course. That was all fantastical weapons.
And they had to go and get those fuckers recharged at one.
We haven't reached the all too critical boy has weapon phase in our house. Griff is only 2. Is that 5 that happens when they start carrying swords and stuff like that and just collecting them?
He comes walking in with just like his arms just wrapped around like Maui's hook and fucking like took 2 lightsabers, just like a Power Rangers sword.
What is Maui's hook? Oops.
Maui's hook is apparently also a battle axe. You seen that movie?
No, I don't know what you're
Behaves very much like a battle axe.
Okay. Well, I think we nailed Fantastical weapons minus the internet outage and all the other technical problems we had. So we're going to take a short break and we're going to come back with a live draw where we're going to try to come up with our own Fantastical weapons.
A live draw. This is what I've been looking for. Finally, sort of visually 3D printing our own fantastic weapons.
Visually printing. Okay, so we'll take a 2-minute break and we'll be right back.
Begging. Would have been great if we could have thrown that one up there.
What's that?
While we were down, like the whole just like us with the pictures and then the scroll.
Dude, once we get the breaks going, hey, welcome back. Sorry, we're going again.
Dubs to the B. Yeah,
we're just the most professional you can imagine. Welcome back to
just watching every comedian in LA in flames tonight. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah,
that's why I can't turn my eyes away from the news crawl. Just watching all the people who are just
we're going down. We should just like
going down left and right, just packed. Holy shit!
This is our live draw segment. This is where we mess around in Photoshop. But before we do that, I want to say a little bit. I want to put the technical stuff in here. I'm trying really hard to talk about the process of building this show on verydeadideas.com. So if you want to visit that, when Darren and I want to be reminded when we watch this later on to go visit that. This is the 8th prototype that we've been building, which means we're getting closer every time. So it shows that every week we show up at 9:30, we get a little bit better, Eventually we will reach whatever that cross threshold is. But if you see on the right-hand side here, or I guess that's screen right, that's where the live chat's going to be. I'm actually going to start next week. We're streaming on YouTube now. I'm trying next week to connect us to Facebook Live and to Twitch and pump the comments in. So next week we will be able to go on Facebook and, I don't know, does Allie even care? I mean, maybe she'd want to watch us, but
oh yeah, no, I mean we're pulling her in.
Yeah. So if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you subscribe or find us on Periscope, Twitch, all that stuff. Very Dad Ideas.
Please make with the clicking. Yeah.
Okay, let's go into our draw.
Bow, bow.
There we go. So
Very Dad Ideas.
Yeah, I thought about putting music into that wipe, but I think that might get annoying after a little while. So
yeah.
Okay, Darren. So we're making our own fantastical idea here.
All right.
Fantastical.
Maybe
weapon.
of course we would ask and see if anybody wanted to, what kind of fantastic penis weapon or whatever it is our hilarious audience would
probably do. Yeah. I mean, I could, and then I could start by doing this. So people think, right? And then I'd make it into
It's not.
It's not. It's like
It's a lizard guy.
It's a lizard guy. I don't know. How did you see
that?
It
looks like a mohawk, on the front of his face.
Okay.
And it looks like underneath the part that was sort of like a penis ridge.
This is what a live draw is all about, man. We start with a weapon and it winds up being a lizard. Oh, does he have a little eye here? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, he's got an eye right there. Yeah, maybe we're making a weapon for a lizard kid.
A lizard kid. Yeah, he's kind of like emo, right? He's sort of
yeah, he is. He's sort of edgy.
Hands in his pocket.
His ass. Yeah, he doesn't need to show you his hands. He doesn't just show you his hands, man.
Yeah, he's like emo lizard on Snapchat.
Yeah. Dude, emo lizard is kind of awesome.
Yeah, dude, I don't need your I don't need your shit, man.
Yeah, I'm tired, all right. I was up playing Xbox One X all night. Jerk.
Yeah. So, God, no one
Yeah,
understands.
this jacket looks like Deckard's jacket.
No one understands me. Wait.
Yeah, I'm rocking old school air thingies.
The resistance, Darren, right here.
Yeah, he still got the right idea.
Okay.
He's unimpressed. He's unimpressed by the iPhone X.
So we start with lizard, but let's still.
Yeah, no, you have to get rid of this because we have to make a weapon.
We do have to make.
That was just yeah.
Well, we'll put him to one side. You don't have to get rid of it. We could just put him.
No, you have to. No, yeah, put him over there.
Put him over there.
We need. Yeah, so a fantastic weapon. So I like that. I like that rule. So it can't be a gun, unless it's a gun that does something nuts.
Yeah, and in fact, let's try to see what else like. It's fantastical. It has to be magic. So
I would think
crystals.
So.
Maybe there's a crystal in it. Let me try making a crystal.
Or maybe like a there they go. Like maybe a glove that has 5 crystals in it. Call them stones, perchance.
Oh, okay. So it's
with the powers of infinity.
It's like a
Christ. Sorry.
But that's exactly what they are, though.
Yeah.
Powers of infinity. Right. I think the glove. Well, why don't we give him like a Lion-O glove?
Yeah. This is just like the power of getting married. Have no business drawing anything. This is just like
yes.
Yeah, that's actually like the wedding ring where the diamond's so offset, it's so huge, it has like its own like sort of gravity displacer that like holds it up.
It's like the Lion-O glove that you wind up getting married whenever you.
Oh my God. It's engagement girl. She can fire the diamond off of the ring.
It's engagement girl.
It's engagement girl.
Okay.
Who has a pet lizard.
All right. So I love it. I love it. Our fantastical heroine with her fantastical weapon is engagement girl. And maybe Lizard Boy is her sidekick, you know?
Right. Yeah, it's like he's sort of like Cerberus.
Right. So she's like Cerberus.
Yeah, well, he seems like a younger, sort of a pissier Cerberus.
Cerberus, the pig, the
Aardvark, isn't he Aardvark?
He's an Aardvark. God,
yeah,
that's a crazy, awesome reference, man.
But doesn't he? Doesn't he have a Cerberus vibe?
Yeah, he has a little bit. Yeah, totally, for sure.
Yeah, there she is. There's engagement girl.
She's like, "Why don't we get married?"
Yeah, and then. But then she does, like, she gets engaged, and like that's, she's just gonna like fire that shit.
I've got the Lion-O power claw on her, and then
there you go. Because why wouldn't you?
And she has like a symbol on her belt.
Right? Yep.
So she like goes to a town when some guy's stubborn and doesn't want to get married, and
yeah, and gets a huge rock.
She can like summon.
I'm sure it's not a blood diamond. It's the power. Is it the power of the blood diamond? No, God, that's fuck.
The power, yeah, the power of the blood diamond. Does that?
She can just like make you feel just terribly guilty, and then the diamond is also like the cerebral bore. In what was that fantastic video game? There's a sequel, GoldenEye.
Oh, the James Bond one.
Yeah, it was James Bond. It was like Perfect Dark, or was maybe it was Turok or something like that. But one of the weapons was a cerebral bore. It would just drill through your head. It would just find you on the level and just.
A cerebral.
The diamond is like a cerebral bore from Perfect Dark.
That's a reference that I do not know, but so I think
you shouldn't. You probably had a life. You were probably being productive.
Engagement. Well, let's get a nice font for this guy.
Engagement gal. Could we be fucked?
Yeah,
could we be like just total dat? Yeah. It's like from the '60s. That's how we could get away with calling her engagement gal.
Yeah. By the way, Darren and I are both happily married, folks.
Yeah, we are. But so like the lizard guy could be from the future. It could be like sort of her Ziggy.
Or maybe he's like trying
Quantum
to
Leap.
stop her. His nemesis, her nemesis, or something, or like.
Hear me out.
Okay.
He's from the future.
Oh, of course he is.
That iPhone is basically like Ziggy from Quantum Leap. He can just
oh.
tell her all the shit that's going to happen in the next 40 years.
Teleport into dimensions with frustrated guy, and then
she's just stuck in the 60s or the 50s or whatever, where all you can really do is just marry a guy.
I like how we got here from Fantastical Weapons, man. I think this is exactly
what the hell?
This is exactly why we do the live draw. Oh wait, the internet just went out.
Oh no.
Okay, so that was good. That was good. I think we should let's take one more quick break, and when we come back, I actually have a surprise for Darren. I think this will be
oh good.
This will be fun. So let's go into a break and do that. Boom. Okay, well, welcome back, and this is our final segment of the evening.
Yeah.
We do this every Thursday night at 9:30. We usually go anywhere between 30 and 45 minutes, where we just screw around. Eventually, we're going to have everybody able to interact with us, and we're going to put all of these cartoons and stuff that on our Instagram and tweet us. So go to verydeadideas.com or follow us at verydeadideas.
Check out the archive too. You can watch the birth of this show. Through all of our technical cliches. Yeah.
All of our fun-ups.
Is that the pronunciation? Is it cliches? I'm not reading this.
Cliches. Cliches. Clichoise. Okay, so Darren, this is I've been looking forward to doing this. In fact, all week I've been looking forward to this. I'm sorry.
What do you got?
This is what we're going to put on Instagram.
I mean, we killed that segment. We've made like a completely sexist superhero with a diamond laser.
I took 3 sketches from my sketchbook and I scanned them, and I basically want you to look at it and then just start improvising from whatever you see. Okay. So We'll start off with this one right here.
Easiest money I ever made. Swear to God. Don't bring a truck when you want to gamble.
All right, so here's the next one.
No, I'm 21. I'm certainly old enough to smoke. I just need enough to fill this fusion cannon. It's for Megatron. It's not for me.
You know what? They should all be Shockwave. I mean, why am I even bothering drawing anything else?
I think when you draw him, you like that's the one.
Yeah.
You also know that he was probably the rightful leader of the Decepticons. Megatron. He was sort of the Higgins. He was sort of the Higgins of the Transformers universe. Sad that guy today.
All right, so we'll do a full Shockwave episode. All right, last one. This is just. It's supposed to be Bender, actually. So.
Yeah, but I mean that leaves it wide open.
Mm-hmm.
Right there could be Starscream. Did you just brush my foot? Here at this airport where you're about to take off. Starscream.
All right. Well, that was an interesting experiment. Did that work at all? Did that get you, or you just no?
I think that was perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
I love that no matter what innocent thing that you can do, I can add a senator looking for dirty sex in it.
Oh yeah, it's all about dirty sex,
yeah.
Bathroom jokes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's our show. That was our Fantastical. I think 3/4.
This was number 8.
This was
4 of those, and you put another 4 over here. Where you do this.
Episode 8.
8 episodes.
And if you just keep making a lot of them, eventually they become more valuable. At least we have fancy 3D graphics behind us now, right? At least that's.
What's that?
At least.
Where are you going? Oh God! I'm sorry. I'm watching Stranger Things. Are you watching Stranger Things?
Yeah. Don't tell me we've only gotten to like season.
I'm not going to tell you anything because it's boring as shit for a while, and then stuff starts to finally happen.
I think they watched too many Alien 2. I think that was definitely a little bit of that. Okay, so we'll be back here next week at 9:30, dropping the internet and
9:30
and not being funny.
Not 9:35, unless we drop out for 5
unless we
minutes,
drop out, right? So
we'll be back,
and we're hoping to have all of our comments up, which means that people can start joining us and screwing around with us, and hopefully, making this funny. 9
will be the one where our wives will watch and tell us that we can't waste our time doing this shit anymore. So 9 should be it. That should do it. Yeah.
And we'll package all 9 of them together in a DVD set. Right.
It's the last time we ever got to be on these expensive computers again.
Don't work.
That was it.
Right? Oh, okay. Well,
they tried, and it was just
Right. I wish that we had. I wish we had an outro, like some sort of like whatever. But I'll just do the intro again. We'll soon have an outro.
Very Dad Ideas is filmed live and on location in Alameda, California and Long Beach, California.
Fantastic.
North versus the South. Catch us every 9:30 Thursdays from here till next Thursday.
You can see shit like that. All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. Take care. Bye-bye.
Good night.